The world knew Jin as BTS's worldwide handsome, a title he wore with effortless charm, elegance, and a boyish glow that made millions swoon. But today, that image has been shattered, redefined, and reborn into something no one saw coming. Jin has returned, and he's not just back, he's transformed. The man who once graced stages in pastel suits and angelic visuals now walks with the swagger of an American rapper, dressed in oversized streetwear, chains that glint under studio lights, and a gaze that no longer seeks approval, but commands attention. Armies are stunned. The Jin they knew, the one who giggled through V-Live broadcasts, who playfully teased Jungkook and cooked for the members with a warm smile, is now a force of reinvention. His latest public appearance sent shockwaves through the fandom. Clad in a black bomber jacket layered over a graphic hoodie, ripped jeans, and Timberlands, Jin looked like he had stepped straight out of a Brooklyn cipher. His hair, once soft and parted like a prince, now falls in messy waves dyed ash gray, partially hidden under a snapback tilted just enough to say, "I'm not here to play." This isn't just a fashion pivot. It's a declaration. Jin's new look is more than aesthetic. It's symbolic. After completing his military service, he emerged not as the same idol who left, but as a man who had spent time in silence, reflection, and perhaps even rebellion. While the other members of BTS have each carved their own solo paths, RM with his introspective lyricism, Suga with his raw August D persona, J-Hope's electrifying dance and fashion-forward edge, Jimin's sensual vulnerability, V's cinematic artistry, and Jungkook's global pop dominance, Jin's return feels like a rupture, a break from the mold, a refusal to be boxed in. He's not just catching up. He's rewriting the rules. The transformation didn't happen overnight. Sources close to HYB suggest that Jin had been quietly working on his solo material during his final months in service. Rumors swirl about studio sessions in Seoul and Los Angeles, collaborations with underground producers, and even a possible mixtape that leans heavily into trap and drill beats. If true, this would mark a seismic shift in Jin's musical identity, one that could shock the industry and redefine his legacy. But what truly makes this moment unforgettable is how the rest of BTS responded. When Jin made his first post-service appearance, the members were there, but their reactions were telling. RM, ever the philosopher, posted a cryptic Instagram story. "Evolution is beautiful, even when it hurts." Suga, known for his blunt honesty, simply wrote, "He's not the same." And that's the point. J-Hope, who had always shared a playful brotherhood with Jin, reposted a fan edit of Jin's new look with fire emojis and the caption, "Hyung went full savage." Jimin, visibly emotional during a recent interview, said, "I missed him, but I think I'm meeting him for the first time again." V, always enigmatic, shared a black and white photo of Jin's new silhouette with no caption. And Jungkook? He went live, played a snippet of a beat that sounded suspiciously like something Jin might rap over, and smiled without saying a word. The fandom is in chaos, in awe, in shock, in celebration. Twitter trends exploded with hashtags like #JinIsBack, #RapperJin, and #WhoIs. Fan theories are multiplying by the hour. Some say Jin's new persona is a reflection of suppressed creativity. Others believe it's a calculated move to break into Western markets with a bang. But one thing is clear, Jin is no longer just the visual of BTS. He's a statement. This metamorphosis is not without risk. The K-pop industry thrives on consistency, on brand identity, on predictability. Jin's pivot challenges all of that. He's stepping into a space where idols rarely go, where the lines between artist and rebel blur, where fashion becomes armor, and where silence speaks louder than fan service. And yet, it feels right, because Jin has always been more than what the industry allowed him to be. Beneath the surface of his comedic timing and flawless skin was a man who longed to be taken seriously, not just as a performer, but as a creator. His new look, his new energy, his new silence, it's all part of a narrative that's still unfolding. And armies, whether confused or captivated, are watching every frame. This is not a comeback. It's a rebirth, and the world is not ready. Jin's transformation didn't just shake armies. It sent tremors through the very foundation of BTS. For a group that built its empire on unity, brotherhood, and shared identity, Jin's radical reinvention is both a challenge and a catalyst. The members, once synchronized in style and spirit, now stand at the edge of a new dynamic, one where individuality reigns and the old rules no longer apply. The shift began subtly. During their recent group reunion, fans noticed a palpable tension. Not conflict, but change. Jin walked into the room like a man who had seen something the others hadn't. His posture, his silence, his refusal to conform, it all spoke volumes. RM, usually the spokesperson, deferred to Jin when asked about future plans. Suga, who once led the charge in musical experimentation, seemed almost reverent. J-Hope, the eternal sunshine, watched Jin with a mix of admiration and curiosity. Jimin and V, both known for their emotional depth, appeared contemplative. And Jungkook, the youngest, looked at Jin not as a hyung, but as a rival. This isn't drama. It's evolution. Jin's new persona has forced BTS to confront their own transformations. Each member has grown, matured, and explored solo artistry. But Jin's pivot is different. It's not just about music, it's about identity. He's no longer playing the role assigned to him. He's writing his own script. And in doing so, he's challenging the others to do the same. The industry is watching. HYB executives are reportedly recalibrating their marketing strategies. Fashion brands are lining up to collaborate with Jin, eager to tap into his new streetwear aesthetic. Western media outlets, once focused on Jungkook and V, are now turning their cameras toward Jin. He's unpredictable, magnetic, and unapologetically bold. But what does this mean for BTS? Some insiders speculate that Jin's transformation could signal a new chapter for the group, one where solo projects take precedence and group activities become rare, sacred events. Others believe this is the beginning of BTS 2.0, a version of the group where each member operates as a distinct brand, yet returns to the stage as a collective force. Whatever the outcome, one thing is certain: Jin has changed the game, and armies are feeling it. Fan reactions range from heartbreak to exhilaration. Some mourn the loss of the old Jin, while others celebrate his courage. TikTok is flooded with edits comparing Jin's past and present. YouTube reactors are scrambling to analyze his new look, his body language, his silence. Reddit threads dissect every frame of his latest appearance,